Alright guys, welcome to Andy's BCA. Look at the weather. Not doing too bad at the moment, are we? Yeah, so take good advantage of it. Isn't it funny, right, because where I'm at, I'm basically on the back of a school playing field. And when you listen to the kids playing, it sounds like they're bloody murdering each other. All you hear is like screams and like, and I was like, and they call that playtime. Yeah, so great to see you. So you're on with, at the moment, are you planting up? Are you doing a lot of planting? So we're getting a lot of veg ready. So you probably already started that off from seed, and at this time of the month, what you'll be doing is you'll be transplanting your plug plants, yeah, into probably the position that where you're going to grow them. So we've got a patch behind you, and we've got some veg growing this year, and what I've decided to do, I've decided to put some purple sprouting broccoli in, some red cabbage and some pink celery, and we've got some mammoth onions in, and we've also got some Italian Rosso lettuce, because I know that Claudia likes that. It's quite a nice crisp peppery lettuce, so it's really nice in taste. So it's great to be on the allotment today. Lovely clear sky, a bit cold this morning, only 6 degrees this morning, so don't get too eager out there in your greenhouses and everything, right? So your stuff that, you know, that doesn't like any cold, you know, don't put any stuff out that doesn't like cold at the moment. Still only 6 degrees at the moment in the mornings, so it's perking up past 11 o'clock. We're getting about 15 degrees, which is all right. So basically the stuff that I've got in the greenhouse at the moment is I'm just leaving, during the day I'm leaving my door open a tad, just so it can aerate and it can breathe and that, so that's helping that stuff along. One thing, we're going to have a look around the allotment in a bit, we've got plenty of time to do that, but also I've noticed that some of the things that I've planted, I'm getting the odd little bugs like eating away at one or two things. So always be prepared. Cub Scouts in you, don't forget, yeah, always be prepared. Yeah, so I do have extra stuff, and I always plant a bit extra and that, so it ain't too bad. It's a learning curve. It's always trial and error, isn't it? Everything's always trial and error on the allotment. Yeah, so that's where we're getting to at the moment. So we've got a little bit of veg in. We've also got early potatoes, so your salad potatoes and stuff like that, just to name a few off the top of my head. I've got Caledonian Pearl, named after my mum. I've also got Casablanca potatoes there for my sister, because she used to live at Morocco anyway, so I've got relatives there. So yeah, so I decided to do that. Caledonian Pearl. Then I've got Casablanca, then I've got Vivaldi. I'm just trying to think of the names of them. I've got them on me TikTok and all that lot anyway, so yeah, they're on there. So at the moment I'm just doing a bit of putting the bird stuff out, because it's quite empty at the moment. So I'll just crack on with this, because this is boring stuff you don't actually want to be bothered about. But the thing is, I do like sitting there when you can sit there. When I've not got a lot on, yeah, and you sit there and you listen to the birds, it's very therapeutic and really nice. So we'll just pop some of these in here. I'm going to just drop them in the usual places, but I'll still keep them low. I need to keep them low, because if the wind gets hold of them, it blows all the food out of them. I mean, some of these could do with a wash, to be honest, but beggars can't be choosers, can the little birdies? Yeah. We'll fill some of these up. So again, I'm going to keep them quite low, keep them down there. Oh, I don't think I've got any, I think I'm running low on balls, on fat balls. We'll have a look at them in a minute. I might have one or two left in the shed there. Glorious weather now, guys, glorious weather. Take advantage of it. It is, like I said earlier on, it is a bit cold in the mornings, but after an hour or two that does clear off. So then, really want to leave it low if I can, so let's have a look. Try that one there. I'll do. I've normally got about 8 left now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. I'm probably missing one, aren't I? It's probably fallen down. This is the one that all the birds push. They like, and half the stuff bloody falls out anyway. So I'm not gonna. I won't brim that. Birds aren't daft, you know. I'm gonna put that on there. Leave that one dangling there. Right, peanuts. Get some peanuts in there for them. The peanuts, they take longer to poke through. I quite enjoy that fact. They seem to last longer. So I'll just leave them there like that. Won't be a minute, I'm just going to see if I've got any fat balls. I've only got 4 left. Sounds a bit wrong that, doesn't it? When I say fat balls. I mean these. Fat content balls. For all you comedians out there. There's a funny thing, I was listening to a comedian this morning before I came here. And he says, back in the 70s and 80s, he says, wasn't it great? He said, you could just tell someone to shut up and keep the nose out, and they'd be like this. Yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. But like these days, it's quite dangerous, isn't it? It's, you know, you don't know who's going to pull a knife or whatever on you or attack you or whatever. So this guy says, yeah, back in the 70s and 80s, this guy said, you know, shut your mouth, keep your nose out of my business. Like, he said, why do you reckon he was like that? He says, well, he was a bus driver and he stank of alcohol. So anyway, I was a bit worried then. So yeah, we're gonna, I bet half of you didn't get that. Never mind. Right, so I need some more fat balls. Forget where I got these from, Home Bargains or somewhere like that. Big pack of 50. Big pack of 50 fat balls. Energy balls. Yeah, they're just made out of fat. Seeds are squashed into them. Any of you loving gardeners out there or bird lovers would know what they are anyway. So yeah. So then, let me just do a bit of a dish for these lot here. And then they can't whinge, can they? Thought Mike was dropping then. So, did I tell you? I'm just going to let you into a bit of a secret. But don't tell anyone, will you? Because we do have some secrets, you and me, yeah? But they like toast. They do. The birds like a bit of toast, honestly. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to break a bit of this bread up, put it in here like this, and it won't be here tomorrow. It won't. They'll just go. Could be foxes or anyone that. Didn't like the look of that. Was that a spider? Anyway, don't you be giving out my secrets. because I know what people like. Sometimes, right, I've got a good tree here, don't forget, I grow hot dogs on trees, don't forget. So I'll drop some seed in there. Oh yes, my trees are full of buns, hot dogs, all sorts. Bit of toast, bit of bread, yeah. Bit of seed, bit of peanut, yeah. Put that in the bowl. There we go. Look at that, yeah. Peanut on toast, yeah, brilliant that. Don't say I don't look after the birds. Just the wrong type of birds. I got these for grandkids. I might show one on Thursday when I pick them up. These little toys and these little fans and that here. I love them, me. Kids love them anyway. Right, so I can't put that one out. Well, I can put bread in it, can't I? Yeah, I can do that. They can fight over the bread. Chuck a bit of bread in here. If you ain't got no fat balls, just chuck the bread in, don't you? Or toast. Or secret formula. But that's our secret. You don't tell anyone, yeah? I get a lot of my tips, just in case you wanted to know. I used to work with a guy on the docks. He was one of the bosses. And he loved birds and allotments and flowers and stuff like that. And his name's Paul Allen, yeah? And he's quite a famous guy in Morecambe, Paul Allen, yeah? And this is where I get all my tips from, yeah? He told me about the birds loving toast and peanuts and stuff like that, yeah? He says, so thank you, Paul, yeah? Sorted, mate. Hope you're keeping well in your 4 houses in Morecambe and all that. Richest guy in West End. Anyway, yeah. I do miss some of them guys, to be honest, yeah. It's like any other job, isn't it? The job that you did years ago, it's like those were the days, weren't they? I bumped into one or two that where I live in Morecambe. I bumped into one of the gaffers was called, one of the bosses was called Brian. I bumped into him the other day. I got the shock of my life. You know, when you look at someone and you go, "Is that Brian?" It is Brian, isn't it? And he looked at me and I just made out this little flat top thing again. So, yeah, so that was Brian. Nice to see people that he used to work with. And they reckon that where I live, there's quite a few lads that live down Bear that used to work at the port years ago. So, if they all know how silly and all that what I get. I spent years being silly and getting told off what to do and what not to do. Yeah. Like you say, those were the days. You can't have fun at work anymore, apparently. So I get told anyway, so never mind all that. So we're here today and we're going to have a walk round in a minute on the allotment. I'm going to put this stuff away. So this is just wild bird food. You've seen it before. I've shown you before. And I'll just put this last bit in this bucket here. And I can get rid of this plastic and that. Just go and put this in the bin down here. Right then. So if I mix these peanuts up in here as well, that gives me room to buy some more peanuts. And I keep that tub, keep this tub. You never know on an allotment when you might just need it, yeah? Tubs come in handy. Do you know, like when you get your fertilisers and feeds and nutrients that you want to add to your soil, there you go. Back in a minute. So that's that on there. That on there. So I'll get these put away. They like Sheldon's buns as well. Not the Sheldon that we used to know, but they're called Sheldon's buns. Problem is I haven't split them for them. Never mind. The funny thing is here, guys, right, it's just bread at the end of the day. It's me being silly, yes, we all know that. But this is still bread at the end of the day, and every time I put this out, I come back the next day and it's all gone. So at least somebody or something or birds or animals are actually getting fed. It's not so bad when it gets warmer this season, you know, things come out of hibernation and stuff like that, you know, when the weather gets better. But at the end of the day, at least we're doing something good. And the birds that struggle to find food at Andy's BCA. There you go. But honestly, I'll chuck this bread out like that. I'll show you in a minute. You'll be like that. You're not right, Andy, in the head. But it's gone, honestly. By tomorrow, all this bread will be gone. Ow, that hurt. Just pricked myself on the phone. Never mind. Not the end of the world. Right. There we go. We're all breaded up. We're all seeded up. So that's it. So that's the birds fed. A couple of fans are going. Little things here. It's bent a little bit, that. Now it's straight. Or straight-ish. Anyway, they should like that. Got a plate full of stuff up there, don't forget. And there's always water here. That could do with a clean out, actually. Let's give this a clean for the birdies. Yeah, it's got a bit of algae in that water. It's because these aren't covered. They should either, top tip for you, if you ever get IBCs, paint them black. He says, because you can get a bit of algae in the water. It won't affect your plants or anything, but I'm going to get some clean water for them. Just give me a minute. I know I've got some clean water here. There you go, look at that. That's immaculate. I'll put this up here for them. There we go. Right then. Right then. I thought it was leaking for a minute. No, it's not. Yeah, brilliant, guys. So, we've done the birds. We talked about some stuff we're going to do. There's your hot dog buns and your burger buns and your toast that they like and all that lot. All seeded up, fed and everything. So yeah, so we're going to have a look around the allotment and we'll talk about some of the stuff that we're doing. And yeah, oh, I tell you what I enjoyed over there when I was walking around this morning. I'd noticed that my bleeding heart plants, you know, the ones that I go on TikTok and all that lot, and like they have the common red bleeding plants. I've got a pink one. There's a pink one that's come out, a pink bleeding heart. So I was dead chuffed about that. Other things that are happening. So the two trees, the pear tree and the apple tree that are split apart. Yeah, they're leaving. They're actually producing leaves. They're budded, leaved, whatever you want to call it. But they haven't flowered yet. So I think that slowly but surely they're teaching me a bit of a lesson that I should have separated them years ago. And if they don't flower or bud this year, it's no big deal, you know, because I've got quite a lot of fruit stuff growing at the moment. So if they don't fruit, blossom, whatever, then it's no big deal. But at least I know they'll do it next year. And it's the same with the other 2 or 3 trees that I bought. I bought a plum tree and a cherry tree, but they're only young at the moment. It's going to be 3 or 4 years before we get anything off there. So anyway, without all the gabbing and the chatting and the chitting and all that lot, let's have a look about. Let's do something more interesting. You'll be thinking, bloody hell, there he is, sat down again. Well, why not admire it while you can? Not me, the allotment, the birds. Yeah, the birds and everything. So then, we were just chatting before. So one thing that I will say at the moment is I'm after subscribers. So if you know me, know of me, like the channel, share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your neighbours, share it with your pets, share it with everyone. And what I'd more like as well, if you did subscribe to the channel, is if you put some comments in, or if you wanted to know any questions about anything that I'd only got to Google for anyway, or some top guy Gerald, or even allotment diary, I'd go get your answers from him. But there is another one that I do like watching sometimes, Emma's allotment diary. That's all right, but I have a few other, I do like camper vanning stuff. I don't know if you know me, but I watch loads of camper vanners on YouTube, and I think they're great. So we've got two halves of camper vanners at the moment. So we've got the half that are going out camper vanning and showing you around places, that really nice places at the moment. But then you've got the other halves that are living in homesteads that used to do camper vanning. So I watch Emily and Lou at Camper Vibe, and then Beth and George, and who's the other two? Back to the Homestead. So I watch them because they're all doing cottages up in Ireland, and it's just interesting to see. And some of them lot are going to start doing a bit of growing. Oh yeah, Emily said the other day that she's going to start putting veg out and stuff like that, so that was quite interesting. But if any of you are watching my channel and that, and you want to know anything, just drop me a message, that's fine. Or if you want to talk about what kind of veg that you want to do. Or it's not about setting a fashion or a trend, right? It's about growing stuff that you're going to eat. That's what it's all about. Not just like growing loads of stuff that you're going to give away, throw away, chuck to the birds or whatever. It's grow stuff that you like growing. So yeah, so that's all them people and that I watch at the moment, and I enjoy that anyway. So without watching that, I wouldn't know what to get with all this bloody camera equipment that I forked out on, will I? So anyway, I forked out a lot of money on these cameras, so you get subscribing, yeah? And I know if you're coming on my channel and watching it and not subscribing, because Mr. Tubey here tells me, yeah? Tells me everything. Yeah, so share the love, share the channel and everything. Yeah, it'd be great to get some comments and get some views up, and get some subscribers up. Yeah, that'd be great. So instead of me waffling on, this is the time now where we have a walk around the allotment. So did you know I can grow buns and hot dog buns? Not just hot dog buns, I grow burger buns as well, and toast and bread. It's all there, it's on the side, it's there for the birds, it's there for the taking. So yeah, as you can see, all that lot's out there. There goes Harry Potter. They must come past every 5 minutes. So yeah, got some bird feed and that up there, in there. Got toys for the kids. I've also got down here some pots, and I've ordered another 20 strawberry plants, and they're called flamenco strawberries, because they're supposed to be what's called in the game as ever bearing, producing more fruit on and on and on, right up to September apparently. The proof will be in the pudding, won't it, really? So we'll see what happens. But them strawberries that I've got over there in the middle of the allotment, you're going to see in a minute, they're called Cambridge, which is where I'm from. Well, I was born in Ely, but I'm from Cambridge area. And just to let you know, just in case you didn't know, that when Wimbledon is on every year, they actually have Cambridge strawberries because of the taste. Right then, so I'm going to turn camera around, and then I'm just going to carry on talking about the allotment. So, top guys, here we go. Right, I can see a bit now. Here we are. Look at this, we're off. Right then guys, so here we are. Here we are. There's my seating area and all that, yeah. I'll be plonked back down there in a minute once I've done a bit of a 10-minute walk round. So, clematis, yeah. They're the ones that was actually one plant, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 plant. They were just one plant, yeah. I separated them last year and put them into single pots. And you can do that with many other plants. So then guys, do you remember the talk about going sunflower madness? Here we go. We are talking sunflowers. All the way down, yeah? All the way down. Check them out. Oh yeah, Andy. Oh Andy, you're so good. There we go. Some here, and I've even done these for the grandkids, but they don't know about it yet. I'm going to give them 2 each. Right then, yeah, so that's a sunflower madness. We'll see some more in a minute, yeah. So, we've not got a lot to shout about on the old dahlias in the buckets, yeah. There's one coming through there. You see that? It's coming through there. Just on the side there. Got one coming through there. And I don't know what they are, so if you want to put it in the comments what they are, because I don't know what they are. I just found them growing in a tub and I potted them singly, so I don't know what they are. I haven't got a clue. So here's my spares that I talk about. A few broccoli and that there, a few broccoli, parsnip, yeah. So they're your red sunflowers, your red giants, yeah, spares there. And spare sunflowers here, normal American giants, these ones here, yeah, so they're just spare anyway. So put a few in there, a couple of sunflowers in there with a couple of fat onions, and look at this, here it is, it's budding away, it's budding away, check it out, it's budding away, budding away, budding away. Me Victoria plum tree is budding away. So then, so your potatoes, here we go. We've got Pentelan Javelin, yeah, which is them two. What else have we got, Andy? We've got, let's have a look what these are. Casablanca, so they're the ones from my sister. I'm sure that that's Casablanca as well. Yeah. Oh no, it says Jazzy. That's Jazzy. So the one in the green bags, these 2 green bags are Casablanca, yeah. So these are Jazzy. And what's this one here? Vivaldi. Yeah, Vivaldi them. Anyway, salad potatoes, beautiful, yeah. So, and we're moving on to what you probably can't tell because it got trimmed before, is the veg plot. So, I'll probably ruined some. So basically, purple sprouting broccoli, red cabbage, yeah, and celery, yeah, and onions. And Italian lettuce, yeah, so that's all that lot in there. Yeah, probably could do with a bit of tidying up, but that's fine, that'll do. There you go, Chris, Mr. Chris, yeah, on the allotment. There's the veg, yeah, all done by seed. Promise you. Everything done by seed myself, yeah, never been bought, tongue in cheek. So then, cherry tree, Hedelfinger cherry tree. There, look. That's not doing too bad, but it's going to be 3-4 years before we even get a look in on that. Here we have the pink lady apple tree. Lovely. So it's all leafing, it's leafing beautifully. But it'd be even better if it was blossoming, you know, if it flowered. It still might. It still might flower, you know. I got excited, you see, when it all started when it started producing leaves, that's what I'm trying to say. So I stuck a little flag on it. Ooh. I have to pull that out a bit. Hold on. There we go. It might do it in a minute. Yeah, so, yeah, looking forward to this. Dead looking forward to it. You know, when you get excited and you keep looking back at it, thinking, come on, flower, 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 come on, flower. Anyway, so we'll have to wait and see with that. So the strawberries here for the grandkids. So there's your Cambridge strawberries that I spoke about before. They're all in the middle. So we'll do something with them when we later on as the season gets going. A couple of spare cos leaves, cos lettuce. That one's broke off more or less. So yeah, we'll just leave them there and see where we get to on it. What's this? Something's decided to bud there, don't know what that is. Anyway, yeah, so here's the pear tree. It's actually a Rocher pear tree. Again, you know, I got excited, but the leaves seem to be curling up a bit on here. I don't know why. I'm no plant expert, but I don't know yet. But that doesn't look too clever, does it? Don't know. Time will tell. So, just a few garlics there in the bottom of the tree. These are gooseberry bushes, yeah, there, gooseberry bushes. And this is the one that I got excited about today. So I like bleeding heart plants, yeah, but you only get like maybe 6-8 weeks out of them. You don't get very long at all out of a bleeding heart plant. So you've seen it on my TikTok and my facey. So there, check them out. Beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful looking plant. And I've got some white ones over there, look at them. White ones, looking fabulous. And here's what I got excited about this morning. Some lovely pink ones, look at that. Yeah, and they just grow on the end, and that's where they get the name. Bleeding heart, because that's what they look like. They look like the hearts and they're bleeding, dripping with blood. It's it's a lovely plant. I love them. So we're back on the sunflowers again. Ka-ching! Wait till they get going. Up that cage. Get up that cage, yeah? Yeah, and you're going to see these sunflowers all going along. So we've got a mixture there of American giants and red giants. So here we are, keeping cool is mammoth onions in the buckets, yeah. I've just brought some support protectors for these, so they might come today off the old van man. There we go, yeah. So more sunflowers galore down there at the back as well, yeah. So we're going to get all the sunflowers down there at the back. Beautiful. And my shadow's ruining the shot now, isn't it? Yeah. So there we go. All the sunflowers again, Andy. Red giants and American giants. So we'll see where they get to. Yep. Have to watch my feet. Last thing I want to do is fall over. And again, as we come down here at this end of the allotment, we have our raspberries, yeah. So the raspberries are budded or leaving, whatever you want to call it. There you go. These are doing really well. These blueberries, yeah, blueberries, gold traub they're called, yeah, and they're leafing quite nice, really nice actually, yeah. More raspberries, different batch of raspberries these down here. So patio fruit raspberry. Not sure, but they seem to be coming from the bottom on that one plant anyway. So again, blue crop blueberries, blue crop these are called, yeah, blue crop. So there they are, they're all leafing nicely. Early days, guys, don't forget, we're only beginning of April. Well, not beginning of April actually, it's halfway through. Yeah, so we've got garlic here as well, yeah. Got some nice garlic and some Rosso red lettuce there. Nice bit of garlic there. And we've also got, creeping up here, I've got a feel there's some kind of plant. I don't know if they're the calla lilies. And so we've got some Little Leo sunflowers these are, but these are called Little Leo. So they only grow about 20 centimetres high, 30 centimetres. But they produce a lot of heads. So you can see we've got some cos lettuce down here as well. There we are, there's your cos lettuce all down there. And I've mixed some red lettuce, Italian Rosso red lettuce in here with these plants. Just mixed it in. Don't know what the other plants are, but who cares? Yeah, so what a lovely day on the allotment. It's beautiful. Look at them skies. Yeah, brilliant guys. Having a good day so far. So we've done the birds, updated, given them a load of bread. We've had a look round the allotment. I've talked about some of the stuff that's in and some so it's early days yet, so we're just waiting. So yeah, it's exciting times, isn't it? Especially this time of year. But like I say, I can't do too much down here because I can feel my legs going now and my back's hurting anyway. Courtesy of Paul Allen, that. Paul Allen's thought my back's troubled. Yeah, Paul. So if you're watching, Paul, I'm only joking. He was actually one of the guys I could trust, to be honest. Not many you can these days. So here we are, we're in the greenhouse anyway. Stop getting yourself in trouble, Andy, talking crap. Right, yeah, so we've got lots planted. I've been in here, I've watered these this morning. It is pretty warm in here, to be honest, so the temperatures are getting up now. So I bet it's about 20 degrees inside the greenhouse and it's about 15 degrees outside. Might even be a bit warmer, so what I might do is just, I'll leave the door open a bit. I think that's what we'll do. So in here, that's Swede. That's what they are. They're Swede in there at the moment. So here's some spare peppers and chilies. And all these in these pots here that you're going to see now are my single plant outs for chilies and peppers, yeah? Now, I can't tell you what everything is because it's not come through yet. But when they start growing and that, I'll be able to describe them, what the chilies and pepper plants are. I've got some spares here. So there's 6 there in the spare. I've got some more spare here, spare there in the tub at the back, yeah, a few there, but then I'm single potting stuff now, so I'm putting them all in pots, yeah, all your chilies and your peppers. And I've got some down here as well. I know I always go overboard, don't I? So I've got more peppers, more chilies, more peppers, more chilies, all the way along there and there as well. Potted in there as well. So that's where we're up to so far. So I have single potted quite a lot of chilies and peppers and that at the moment. So when they start growing, most of them are like got 3-4 leaves now, so you can actually transplant them into single pots. So it's a case of time now, letting time go. We don't like to rush anything. But and then, I mean, I've got 2 or 3 dark ones here, and I know for a fact that they're the vampire chili plants. And I was unsuccessful last year trying to get them going, and I've actually got 2 here. So I've got 2 dark ones there. I've got another one somewhere else. I've definitely got one here and one there. So I've got 4. I've got 4 vampire chili plants. These are cucumbers. Look how small they are. Look how small they are. I can't even transplant them into single pots yet. So they're not quite tall enough. But and what I've had to do is, do you know your bug spray? Because you get some bugs in your soil and all that lot. So what I've had to do is I've had to get some normal bug spray. Any bug spray, don't have to be any special kind. And I've actually hammered it all with the bug spray and in the soil as well. I've done it in the soil as well because there's like tiny little bugs in that, and half of my tomato plants have gone already. And that's to them like little soil bugs, whatever they are. I don't know what they are. Put it in the comments. Yeah, so I might have to, I'll try and get some more. I like Kimberley tomatoes. This is why I'm having a bit of a meltdown. I like Kimberley tomatoes, me, and I'm just failing at the moment on them, and that they just seem to, the bugs have eaten them away in the soil. So I'm a bit peeved about that, but it doesn't take long for tomatoes to grow, does it? At the end of the day, doesn't take long to get them up and get them started. So that's it for me today and this week on the allotment. To be honest, one I'm a bit pooped, and I need to go and sort myself out. So just do me a favour, share my channel, share the idiot that's got an allotment in Morecambe, share as much of the idiot as possible. And then if it's worth doing, I'll keep doing it. But if it's not worth doing, I'm not going to keep coming down there filming, spending all my time doing stuff and that, if it's not worth doing it. So it's up to you guys to share the channel and get the algorithm going. There's a couple of other people on YouTube that I'm friendly with and that, and we share stuff each and on each other's channel and that. It's just trying to get it going. It's absolute murder, to be honest. So if you know a way of getting recognised on Tubi, without saying too much, do me bloody head in. Anyway, right guys, bye for now. Thank you for watching the channel. Please like and subscribe and hype and all that lot. Ring the bell and I'll come for you. See you later.